5. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Black blue. Black ultra. Hey, Confused. Blaster, 6. Smash, red. Strike, strike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. 2 and a throw right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was,
oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Check Fury. Red, yellow. 6, mega, white. Yellow.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Javon Holland. And now off to the races down the right side. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Black blue. Black ultra. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time.
Here we go.
And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On the ball.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
In here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaken. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
I know this is a rough, rugged game played by really, really tough guys, but that throw, absolutely lovely. What a deep ball by the quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
43 rail. Ready?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll give to Kamara running right. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready, set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red, cycle. Blue striker. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Down. Trouble, 38. Connect red.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long.
Claws red.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Saints 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Red, yellow. Ready?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never. Not. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You see them communicating after that play. They both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
On the ready?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Hey,
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
10 cycles. Check Fury. Hey, check Megan.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Trying to improvise. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Striker, 3-3.
it's a gain of 8. And the Saints first down.
Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
On play action, they'll throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Jump, 17. Check, smash. Steal, check, steal. Smash, red. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Smash, smash. Strike, check, strike. Go red. Cut, cut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, go furious. White, white. Black shot. You, yellow. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Green jack. Hunt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Strike. Real green. Hunt.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Here we go. Set.
Saints.
Black blue. Black ultra. Check you. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Got it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red cycle. Blue striker. 52 blaster. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
At the 49-yard line.
6. Mega. White. White. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You. Yellow. Green Jack. Go pink.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And a Dolphin first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Oh, what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Miami,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.